What's going on, guys? I'm back. And so Demarcus Cousins just got injured, and obviously we all know the Clippers just came back down 31 points. I think that's the most in NBA history to beat the Warriors and tie it up one apiece. And I think it's kind of remarkable to see this Clippers team because I did call them losing in 5 games, but I knew it would at least be competitive in a way. Now, I do expect to be some 20-point blowouts because obviously it's the worst. But the fact is that the Clippers just will not give up, and that's something you have to respect. And I mentioned that in my last video as well. And I just think it's really cool to see that even with a 5 All-Star team and the Clippers having 0 All-Stars, they just go at them and they never give up. And I just think that's actually really amazing to see, and how that's kind of what all NBA teams should just look like. Like, if you want to watch a team play, the Clippers are the team to watch. But we all know Demarcus Cousins ended up getting hurt in the first quarter, and it's kind of hard to watch because it's kind of sad to see Demarcus Cousins, because he was expected to get paid this year. He's going to win his ring and expect to get paid. But I don't know if it's going to happen. And it's a quad tear, I think, according to Woj. I don't really know the severity of it, or no one really knows how long he's out for. The MRI is supposed to come out for today or probably tomorrow. But if anything, it'll be kind of interesting to see how this Warriors team goes, because obviously they're still going to be the heavy favorites. They still have 4 All-Stars on their team. And it's going to basically be like last year. But in a way, it'll be kind of interesting to see how they play in the first couple of rounds. Because against Houston, I think they can go small ball with Iguodala in there. But Iguodala has been aging. And I'm not saying he's bad or anything. If anything, he's still doing a solid job. But it's just going to be a little different because they were so used to playing with DeMarcus Cousins. And now it's just a little different. And it's just kind of hard to see that somebody this caliber, who's this good, go down with injury. But it happens. It's the NBA. I hope DeMarcus Cousins gets better and stuff like that. But the Warriors are still the heavy favorites, and I don't see anyone really beating them. The only thing I do see, though, is the Houston Rockets being able to take them to another Game 7 series. And that is what will be interesting. And I do think that these guys will win in 5. I think that's what my prediction was. But when it's time to play Houston, because I think Houston will beat Utah, eventually I hope they play Houston. That is my thing. Because I do want to see Houston get another shot at them. And if Chris Paul stays healthy, I don't want to say Warriors will lose, but these guys can take it to a Game 7, and you never know. And that's what I'm going to go with. I'm obviously still going to pick the Warriors as my favorites. I mean, who wouldn't really? But do not sleep on the Rockets, because ever since they got rid of Melo and kind of just been heating up, and James Harden does his thing, they've been really good. And until someone stops James Harden, obviously playoffs, Harden turns into a sort of a different person efficiency-wise. But don't sleep on Houston, because I really do believe that they can. I guess I'll say I think they can really go and beat the Warriors as long as they can grab one game at home against Golden State. I think they can really win, but I guess you never really know. I guess we'll find out and see. Now, I kind of want to just talk about what happened and how they blew a 31-point lead. First of all, Kevin Durant should not be shooting 8 shots. You need to get more touches. Curry did his thing. He stepped up. But Kevin Durant, Patrick Beverley, I don't want to say that. Patrick Beverley's a dog. He does his thing. He is a pest. He gets in your head. And the fact that Kevin Durant took 8 shots is a little bit concerning. I don't think it's that big of a deal, because I honestly just think he'll just bounce back because, I mean, it's Kevin Durant. But you should not be taking 8 shots in the playoffs. That's just not good. He shot 5 for 8, so at least he was efficient at least. But when it's time for you to step up, you got to step up. And honestly, he will. I think he will. I mean, he's one of the best players in the world for a reason. But I just kind of think it's just how Patrick Beverley is so underrated, because we finally get to see him, because he's known for doing this come playoff time. And so it's just kind of funny to see how nobody, like people like Patrick Beverley, nobody thinks of. But he's such a good asset to have on your team where you want him on your team, but you don't want to play against him because he's so like annoying. And having Patrick Beverley on your team is really good. And I do think that Patrick Beverley will get not significantly paid, not like something serious, but he could make a few extra dollars over the summer. I'm not exactly sure when his contract ends. I have to go check on that. But whenever his next free agency is, I think people are gonna realize like, hey, role players such as Patrick Beverley are key players on your team where you can have them come off the bench, something like that, and just be a pest. You can stick them onto their best player and kind of just get them out of the game. And I'm not saying Kevin Durant is the best player on the Golden State Warriors. I think it's Curry. But it's just kind of interesting to see that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope DeMarcus Cousins gets a little bit healthy. And I'll see y'all next time.